Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Carrie Lynn. Here on this channel, I share with you budget-friendly makeovers, DIYs, and some lifestyle content. So if you are interested in subscribing, I would love to have you. But today's video is going to be all about this bathroom. I'm doing some DIY projects in here. I'm going to completely transform this space. And you guys, you want to stick around to see this transformation. It is beautiful. All right, first step is to clear the space. Luckily for me, I didn't have much to clear because the bathroom wasn't really decorated that much. So I removed the two shelves, then whipped out my tape measure to start measuring for some trim work. I wanted to add trim work to the space to bring some visual interest. This wall is kind of like awkward. The bathroom itself is just awkwardly laid out. So I definitely wanted to add some character to the bathroom. So I went to Lowe's, grabbed some inexpensive trim, pulled out my Craftsman miter shears, started cutting some 45-degree angles, and just went with the process. And it did take me a few tries. I messed up quite a few times, but that happens with a lot of projects. You just got to keep trying until you get it. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. At this point, I really started getting into a rhythm, and I didn't do any really specific measurements. For my space, I just measured and visually just chose what looked best. I didn't really plan this out too much. I kind of just was winging it, and it turned out really great. And I am using a Craftsman 18-gauge nail gun, by the way. I love this. I use it for almost every project I work on. I highly recommend having one if you do any type of DIY projects. It is a staple. All right, just got back from Lowe's. I went and stocked up on a bunch of trim. I got a little extra than I actually needed because, you know, I'm learning. So I needed to have a few extra pieces just in case I make too many bad cuts. I'll have an extra piece. So I got 8. I got this project paint tray set. I needed a new paint tray. The one I have is like really caked on with paint, and I needed new rollers anyway, so I just went ahead and grabbed this whole set. Came with a paintbrush, 2 mini rollers, 2 big ones, and 2 different roll handles. I also got some paint, so I grab this one. This Sherwin Williams Ovation Plus is one of my favorite paints. I just buy it right off the shelf as ultra white, and I got an eggshell finish. This is the same color I used on my little pantry here that we did, and this little shiplap wall, and I love that color, so I just grabbed that. I also got some caulk for whenever the whole project is done. I can make everything nice and seamless, so that is what I grabbed today. The total for this was $70, but it included the rollers, the paint, everything, and all the trim. So it's really not that bad. So total cost so far for just doing the trim work with paint and all this, it is gonna be right around like $120, $130 after tax, depending on if you add nails into that or, you know, whatever. I try to be very transparent with pricing just because there's nothing worse than thinking you can tackle a project and then all the little added costs start like adding up quick. So I always try to be very transparent with that. But anyway, yeah, I got all the stuff that I need. Let's go ahead and start cutting. So as you can see, my plan is to do 2 large panels here. So basically what I'm gonna do is just measure this one to the center, and then I'm gonna figure out how long I want each of these, because I want them to be, you know, like even on both sides, but I also want them to line up perfectly square with this one. So it'll be boom, it'll look really good. That's my plan anyway. Let's hope for the best. That's all we can do. Okay, that's my center point. 22. All right, so I'm gonna make my cuts to 22 just because I like the way that looks with the gap in between. I'm going to start there. If I need to cut off more, I can always do that, but I'd rather have too much than not enough, because you can always cut more off. You cannot add it back. Okay, so for my first cut, I always just go ahead and cut it at the angle. So I need this angle going this way at 45 degrees. So I'm going to line up my little scissors here right to the corner to try to salvage as much of this wood as I can. You're going to clamp it, and then I have to use 2 hands because it is kind of hard to squeeze. So, boom, just like that. And then you got your 45-degree angle. So, I just messed up. Dang it! It's okay. It'll still be the same. I'll just flip it over. Or this could be for the top. Okay, so that'll be for the top then. And then you're going to measure from here to get your 22-inch mark, which will be right there. But this one will go this way. And now we just mark like which way I want my angle to be. So I'll have to cut it this way. You're going to go opposite of what you did on that end. It's so hard to explain this. It took me like hours yesterday to get this right. I'm not even kidding you guys. So I just get here, I'm going to show you. Line it up right here at the 45-degree angle. Right there where my mark was. You're going to press. Like I said, I have to use 2 hands, so I'm going to squeeze. And boom! 45 degree, 45 degree. And then this is how it will look right there. So now I just got to cut the rest, but I'm going to use this one as my guide to make this one as well, which should be perfect. I'm going to be utilizing this laser level. This is a Craftsman. It actually has like a little tack right here on the back, so you just pull that up like that, and then you tack it into the wall. It leaves a tiny, tiny hole, nothing major, but we are just going to place that right there on the wall, and then you use the level on it to level it out to make sure you get the straightest line possible. I got it level! Woohoo! So there's nothing better than making sure everything is level and it actually coming together, especially when your walls are a little off level and your ceilings are as well. I know in my house they are not level, so we have a lot of bumps and uneven ceilings, but you know, that's common. But anyway, I'm going in and caulking just a few of the seams, the ones that were really bad, that were super noticeable. But stay tuned. I will be sharing an entire video on the importance of the finishing touches and how much of a difference they make. So I will be sharing that soon. So stay tuned for that. I also am now going in with that Sherwin Williams Ovation Plus paint. I buy it right off the shelf in the color Ultra Bright or Ultra White. Yeah, ultra white, and it is the perfect color. And I use the eggshell finish. Once the trim work was all painted, it was really starting to come together. My husband helped me switch out the faucet and the light fixture with some fixtures that I got from Amazon. So I will have these linked below. Once the faucet was installed, it is now time to start working on the vanity. I really wanted to paint it so that way everything wasn't just stark white. I really have never loved how the white cabinet looked with the white countertop. I feel like it really needed some contrast. So I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping these to be painted. To prep the cabinets, I'm just simply taking them off the hinges, taking them outside, and I'm going to be wiping these down using some vinegar and water. This is just to help remove all of the grease and anything that could be on them, so that way I can start painting. To paint the vanity today, I'm going to be using Beyond Paint. Beyond Paint is a all-in-one bonder, primer, and sealer. So you have everything you need to finish a project start to finish, which is so important. And I am so impressed with this paint, you guys. Wait till you see the before and after and how beautiful it turned out. Whenever you are using Beyond Paint, instead of using traditional brush strokes, you are going to actually tap your paintbrush in. So you're going to be stippling the paint into the hard to reach areas. Once you're done with that, you're going to go in with a 3/8 inch nap roller and you're going to roll over all of those areas as best as possible. And this is going to ensure that you get the smoothest possible finish that you can get. And like I said earlier, I'm very impressed. Like, it dried to a professional finish. It literally looks like I pulled this cabinet right off the showroom floor, and I have never been able to accomplish that before. So I am so proud. And as you can see here, I am just rolling this right on the cabinets, and I'm gonna be doing one coat, letting it dry between 2 to 4 hours, and then applying that second coat. You may be wondering what makes Beyond Paint any different from other paints, and the reason is because these water-based products have the newest nanotechnology, so it provides that extra durability and coverage from the particles, giving everyone a professional grade finish for less time, with less effort, and for less money. Beyond Paint also has lots of other color options. If you are interested in any other colors, you can go to their website, click on the color, and then you can see some inspiration photos as well of customers who have used the product and shared their photos. So it's a great idea to get inspiration as well. Once the cabinet doors were dry to the touch, I went ahead and hung them back up, but I did want to mention that it does take 5 to 7 days to fully dry and about 30 days to fully cure. So in the meantime, you want to be careful with whatever piece of furniture you have painted. But I love the finish, and I think that the color is perfect for the space. And if you want to check out Beyond Paint, I will have all the links down below. And once again, thank you to Beyond Paint for sponsoring today's video. After I finished up with the vanity, I went ahead and started adding all of the finishing touches. So I added this piece of art I recently got from Hobby Lobby on sale for 50% off. It was about $22 with the discount. I also added another piece of art that I got from Hobby Lobby as well. This one was only $3, and then the handles came from Amazon that I'm going to add throughout the bathroom to kind of give that pop of gold. So one of my favorite parts of projects like this is removing the masking tape if I decide to tape things off. So I just took a razor knife, ran it down the edge to make sure I had a smooth finish, and also taking the tape off of the floor down here. And then I'm going to add a few more finishing touches, and I'm going to share with you the before and after. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite makeovers I've done in a long time. Like, it is so pretty, and it is such a huge transformation. So a while ago, I saw an influencer take their toilet paper and press it up into the faucet to kind of give like a fancy little detail to the toilet paper roll, and I thought it was so cute and funny. So I had to add that finishing touch. I'm gonna add this rug and then show you these before and afters. All right, y'all, so that is going to be it for this bathroom transformation. I would love to hear what you think in the comments below. I am so in love with how beautiful it looks. I'm so happy to have a beautiful space to get ready in every morning, and I'm so thankful for all of you who took the time out of your day to watch today's video. Don't forget, I will have Beyond Paint linked down below in my description box so you can check them out, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.